Something's wrong. Let's just take a look. Let me just see. We have a little video. You know, we spend all the money on these screens. We want to use them a little bit. Let's play it just for a second. Thank you.
The Kamala word of the day is clearly story.
It is your story and the story of our friends before you is really, that's the American story, right? In telling your story and being so strong in the way you do it. And both of these stories, for you to tell these stories, this story is a story that is sadly not the only story.
It's unbelievable. It's simply unbelievable. It's like a child who learns one word and then they struggle for the next thought and it never comes. But maybe this daytime talk candidacy will work. It's all emotion, but not a very good one. Certainly not an articulate one, Laura.
And being a bitch.
That's not what you want. That's not what you want. Kamala and her group.
Yes, this presidential race has really exposed a lot of things about her. We didn't know that this was happening. Just imagine this. We cannot ignore this. It is impossible to see this and bypass. I saw this video recently, and this same Kamala is begging for the second debate. Extremely concerning. We saw what happened at the first debate on ABC, and a lot of controversy surfaced online. She now wants another debate on CNN. We know CNN, and she rejected that on Fox News. You can understand. So they want everything to be on their hands. When they toast Trump here, Trump should go. When they toast, and I'm glad that Trump took a decision which everybody is appreciating. On this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into what is going on. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share the video out.
Kamala and her group have seen what's happening to their campaign, and it's not going well for them. And they would like, just announced a little while ago as I was coming off the plane, they would like to do another debate. ABC was 3-on-1. But I was given credit for having done a very, very good job. I appreciate that. We did a great job. It was 3-on-1. The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started. She's had her chance to do it with Fox. You know, Fox invited us on, and I waited, and they turned it down. But now she wants to do a debate right before the election with CNN because she's losing badly. You know, it's like a fighter. She sees the pulse. She sees what's happening. She's losing badly. But it's like a fighter who goes into the ring and gets knocked out. The first thing he says is, I want a rematch.
Yes, the Kamala campaign is panicking. Why am I saying this? Why are they requesting another debate? When you look at recent polls, you realize, oh, she is fine, but not performing like Obama, Hillary, or the rest Democrat presidential nominees. Now they look at this. Trump has never performed this way. What is going on? If Trump can really perform like this, it therefore means she is in danger. They thought that she would have a boost after the first debate. Now they didn't see that, so the only thing they have to do is to bring another debate. They have looked at the polls. They don't really believe in that because of what has happened in the past. Reason Democrats think it is important to have another debate. To me, at this point, they want the debate to favor her. She is the one seeking to increase the poll numbers. Trump should remain at this level. I'm glad that he's taken these decisions. You know, refusing the next debate, which is amazing. A lot of people applauded him for doing that.
For Anderson Cooper, one of the big stories out there right now is the polling bump for Harris following the debate. Now, I don't know whether to trust polls. We were supposed to trust them in 2016, and they were wrong. In 2020, they were pretty wrong.
Trump has traditionally underperformed in these polls.
So how do you approach polls? I mean, there's polling and there's trends. How do you approach what's going on in the polling? Do you care?
I mean, I report on them. I think they're interesting to talk about and look at, and particularly when you dive deep on certain subjects, like who's seems to, what trend lines
you
are
living
there.
in the crosstabs is what you're saying?
Yes. We have some great people who look at polls, but in truth, just deep down inside, I don't think I buy them. I just don't. It's like, I'm sure some are accurate. I'm not casting aspersions.
Please start your report with that and go we've got some new polls, and frankly, who the knows? But we'll do it. We'll do it.
It's To me, it's baby pigeons.
What's baby pigeons?
It's baby pigeons. They exist. I haven't seen them, but they exist, and I know they exist. But
that's true.
Yes.
I live in New York. I see pigeons everywhere, but I never see a baby pigeon.
Yes, it's true. I've never seen a baby pigeon. I was very excited though this summer. I live in an old firehouse, and on my roof there was a pigeon nest, and there was an egg in it. So I just think the pigeon stole the egg from somebody else and put it there. But I waited for it to hatch, and I never saw it hatch.
From this, you can conclude that they are truly panicking. They don't trust the polls. Before, Democrats used to do polls were the solution. When this started, the way they were singing, trying to pull her up, oversampling, just to make her like she was winning. Now they came to realize, we are approaching reality. Let's be real. You need to work more reasons. You see them now trying to bring in new strategies. Kamala has not done interviews. We have seen, the video you saw on Oprah. I don't know how it benefited her. CNN confirming today that it is worse. If they don't stand up, things might be worse than they expected.
And he said, he doesn't need what he would call a rematch because he felt like he won that last debate against Harris.
Thank you so much for having me. Listen, I think we've been very clear since the debate on September 10th that the American people deserve to see what they saw on that debate stage once again before they cast their ballots on October 23rd in Atlanta. And listen, it would be unprecedented in modern American presidential history for the two candidates who are running to only engage in one debate. So we believe that the American people deserve to see that. Donald Trump himself he said many things when it comes to debates, but he's famously said he's willing to debate anytime, anywhere, any place. He thinks he won both debates. So he should have no problem showing up to show off his prowess once again on the debate stage. And we think that's what the American people deserve to see. There have been more updates since the last debate, right? As the American people begin to tune in and understand the stakes of this election. We see it playing out in states like Georgia, where we have the first confirmed preventable death due to Donald Trump's abortion ban. So there are still questions that the American people have for these candidates that they want to see us debate on the debate stage. And so Donald Trump is willing to show up on October 23rd.
This was really important. You really need to pass these messages. There are a lot of ways people could do it. There are podcasts. I've not seen her, going to different podcasts. We have not seen her going into interviews. These are places to pass that message. So now struggling to beat Trump into this debate, if you look at him here, he is struggling to be persuasive, to make it look like, Trump doesn't need this debate at this time.
Like they were back in 2020. Look where he goes. He goes to 312. Why is that? Because the polls underestimated Donald Trump in 2020. So the bottom line is, instead of losing those Great Lake battleground states, he wins all of them. He obviously holds on to North Carolina, Georgia, and Arizona, and he gains Nevada. So if the polls are as good as they were in 2020, despite the fact that at this particular hour Donald Trump trails in enough states to give Kamala Harris the victory, if the polls were off like they were in 2020, Donald Trump would actually win the election.
Days is just so full of shit. Or just not,
It's very disturbing.